be tricky, especially when dealing with potential red flags that could impact your emotional well-being. Ever wondered if those close male friends or her past experiences could be more than just minor concerns? Dive into these 8 critical warning signs you shouldn't ignore, and learn how to spot and address issues that could make or break your relationship. From understanding the impact of male friendships to recognizing signs of emotional baggage, let's uncover the truths that could transform how you approach love and trust. Point 1. Overly close. Male friends. Having close male friends is not inherently problematic, but it can sometimes raise concerns in a relationship, particularly if the friendships seem unusually intimate or if there are signs of emotional or physical attraction. The concern often revolves around how these friendships might affect your relationship and whether boundaries are being respected. Testosterone can influence behavior in subtle ways. Men with higher levels of testosterone might experience stronger sexual drives and be more prone to seeing opportunities for romantic or physical relationships. This doesn't mean every man is driven by this, but it's worth acknowledging that some men might have underlying intentions that could complicate a friendship with a woman who is also in a relationship. Potential issues. 1. Unspoken tension. Sometimes, male friends might harbor unspoken feelings or see the relationship as an opportunity for more if the circumstances allow. For example, if a male friend is always around, showing extra attention, or making flirtatious comments, it might indicate an underlying interest. 2. Boundary issues. There might be situations where the boundaries between friendship and romantic interest become blurred. For instance, if your partner's male friends often make intimate or suggestive comments, or if they act in ways that seem overly familiar, it could be a sign of discomfort or potential issues. 3. Emotional impact. Constantly dealing with close male friends can lead to emotional stress or jealousy. If you feel that these friendships are affecting your emotional well-being or creating insecurity, it's important to address these feelings openly. Steps to address the concern. 1. Open communication. Start by having an honest conversation with your partner. Express your feelings and concerns without accusing or blaming. For example, you might say, "I've noticed that some of your male friends seem very close to you, and I just want to understand how these friendships fit into our relationship." 2. Discuss boundaries. Talk about what you both consider appropriate in terms of interacting with friends of the opposite sex. Set clear boundaries that work for both of you, such as limiting one-on-one time with male friends or discussing how to handle any awkward or uncomfortable situations that might arise. Point 2. Unresolved father issues. Unresolved father issues refer to emotional or psychological challenges stemming from a person's relationship with their father. These issues can deeply affect how someone interacts in romantic relationships. If a woman has had a complicated or difficult relationship with her father, it can manifest in various ways in her relationships with others, including you. Unresolved issues with a father can lead to emotional volatility or heightened sensitivity. If she reacts strongly to minor disagreements or seems easily upset, it might be a sign of underlying emotional instability linked to her past. For example, she might overreact to situations that remind her of her father's behavior, making conflicts more intense than necessary. If her father was inconsistent or unreliable, she might have difficulty trusting or feeling secure in relationships. For instance, she might have a hard time believing that you won't let her down, or might constantly question your commitment, reflecting her past experiences with her father. Point 3. Complicated sexual history. A complicated sexual history refers to a partner's past sexual experiences that may be extensive, complex, or emotionally charged. While having a complex sexual history is not inherently a red flag, it can be a source of concern if it affects the dynamics of your current relationship. The key is to understand how past experiences influence present behavior and expectations. A complicated sexual history might lead to unrealistic expectations or comparisons with past partners. For example, If she frequently references past partners or compares your sexual performance to that of previous relationships, it could indicate unresolved issues or dissatisfaction. These comparisons can create pressure and strain the relationship. Point 4. Influence of promiscuous friends. A woman's social circle can significantly impact her behavior and values. If her friends have lifestyles or behaviors that conflict with your own values, it might be worth exploring how these friendships influence her choices and perspectives. While it's important to respect her autonomy, discussing how these friendships align with your mutual values can help ensure that you both share a compatible vision for your relationship. Point 5. Obsessive fan behavior. An excessive obsession with celebrities or fan culture can sometimes be a sign of deeper issues, such as a lack of self-fulfillment, escapism, or an attempt to fill an emotional void. This behavior might overshadow the relationship and create a distraction from meaningful connection. It's important to address how these interests affect your relationship and whether there is a balance between personal interests and relationship needs. Example: if your partner is super obsessed with a celebrity, to the point where it seems to take over her life, it might be a sign of deeper issues. For example, if she spends hours on social media following a star and you feel neglected, it's worth talking about. Discuss how this obsession affects your time together and find a balance that works for both of you. Point 6. Mockery or disrespect. A tendency to mock or belittle others, including you, can be a serious red flag. Disrespectful behavior can indicate a lack of empathy and maturity. In a healthy relationship, both partners should treat each other with kindness and respect. If you notice patterns of mockery or disrespect, it's important to address these issues directly and discuss how they impact the relationship. Mutual respect is fundamental for a healthy partnership. Example: if she often makes jokes or comments that put you down or mock other people, it could be a red flag. For example, if she frequently jokes about your hobbies or friends, it's a problem. Address it directly by expressing how these comments make you feel and discuss ways to foster mutual respect. Point 7. Constant need for attention. A constant need for attention and validation can sometimes reflect underlying insecurity or a lack of self-worth. This behavior might manifest as needing constant affirmation or dominating social situations. It's crucial to have conversations about self-esteem and personal needs to ensure that there is a healthy balance in the relationship. Support each other in building confidence and self-worth without letting attention-seeking behaviors overshadow the relationship. Example: if your partner always needs to be the center of attention, it might feel exhausting. For instance, if she always has to have the spotlight at social events or constantly seeks validation on social media, it can create imbalance. Talk about how this need for attention impacts your relationship and find ways to support each other without letting it overshadow your connection. Point 8. Neglect of personal hygiene. Personal hygiene and cleanliness are important aspects of self-care and can reflect a person's general well-being. Significant neglect in these areas might indicate underlying issues such as mental health struggles, a lack of self-respect, or other personal challenges. If you notice consistent issues with hygiene or cleanliness, approach the topic with compassion and concern rather than judgment. Addressing these issues together can help support each other's overall well-being and maintain a healthy relationship. For example, if she regularly skips showers or her living space is consistently messy, it might be worth discussing. Approach the topic with care, expressing concern for her well-being rather than making it about criticism. Hey everyone! If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more awesome content. Your support really helps us keep making great videos, and we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.